So these are really tricky because I really want to get into every answer and really talk about it as much as the question allows. But personally, I couldn't watch anybody doing a question and answer for that long, so I'm trying to be as brief as possible. But let's get into it. One of the first questions is, what is my favorite drink and brand of jacket? Also leather or denim. I struggle with denim jackets. I love them a lot, but I only have one, and it's kind of like the light blue type of denim. And that works good with my black jeans and my dark brown jeans, but obviously it doesn't work with like what I'm wearing now, which is these like kind of blue denim. You never want to wear the same tone denim top and bottom. That whole Canadian tuxedo thing. So it's okay to wear contrasting top and bottom, but I only own one denim jacket, and that's the way that goes. I love my leather jacket, but it definitely is a little heavier than my jean jacket, but I do favor it. I wish it was a faux leather because, I mean, I don't eat cows and I don't eat pork, and I try to do my part for whatever reasons I have. So whatever, but I've had this for a very long time, so I'm going to keep it. And that is the nice thing about leather, is it does last a long time. The next question is, what is my favorite music and my favorite TV shows? Music is easy because I kind of go all over, and it's basically rock. Lately, I've been really into shellac and Albert Hammond from The Strokes. That's kind of what I've been doing now. It changes a lot, so I can't really talk about every band, but that's just my most recent thing. As far as TV shows go, I hate TV shows. I don't watch them, and if I ever catch myself watching one, I'm not excited about it because I kind of have an obsessive personality and I have to finish it, even if I hated it. So I don't start it, which is one of the reasons I don't have Netflix, is because it's used to be all movies and now it's all TV, and I hate TV. I hate it so much. It's so boring. It's also this very endless, empty feeling of needing more, binging, and it's just like everything about TV, it just sucks. I want one finite movie that I go see, and then I'm done. That's it. The next one is, any advice for more professional photos using my phone or instead of a camera? You'll hear it time and time again. The photo is all in how you see everything, and the camera is just like a tool. Learn how to use it in professional mode, manual mode. Even if it's your phone, my phone, I can change the shutter speed and the aperture and the ISO and everything. That's where I get all my stories from. Most of my stories are they have no filter. They're just slid once to the left with that first filter in the stories. But I kind of get everything right in camera first. But really, it's about seeing the light and the mood of whatever it is. So really, it's all in your head. It's not about the camera, but you'll hear that over and over again. So I'm going to tell you once too. And the next question, actually on phones too, is why don't I like the ISO phone if I like minimalist stuff? And well, I think that Apple is very minimalist in a lot of ways, but I don't think that what I identify with as far as a phone being minimalist has anything to do with Apple. I think Apple is cluttered. I think the interface is sloppy. Here's the thing, is with the iPhone, is there's that giant chin on the bottom of it, which you could easily cut in half. My phone has a smaller chin, has a larger screen, and I think is more comfortable and more durable in the hand. Apple is nice. It's just not my physical properties that I'm looking for. I like things to be smaller and slimmer, and I want a better battery. So these are the physical attributes of Apple versus Android, and Android, for me, has better physical attributes. It's a matter of fact. It's not a taste thing. And then as far as the software, that's a little bit more opinion based, and The thing is, with Android, I can customize my interface and I can strip it out completely and I can root it and I can do all these things. And I've been hacking phones and like kind of fiddling with them since the Motorola flip up Razr. Like I like can tear it apart, change the seams and like everything. It's like whatever I want to do, I can do with the phone. And I like that about Android. It's open. You know, I can strip it down. You've seen my phone like walkthrough. It's you can't do that with iPhone. And just one of the biggest things, the absolute biggest reason that I don't use an iPhone is because there's no back button on the bottom of the phone. You always have to reach up and go for the little however you get back. If I push the middle chin button on the iPhone, it just goes to who fucking knows? I don't know. It just always goes somewhere where I don't want it to go. But not with Android. Everything makes more sense. It's more logical. It's like it's just thought out. It's like somebody was like, "Oh, it should do this," and then it does that. And if it doesn't, you just change it in the settings. Like that's as easy as Android. This is my tangent. Sorry. I just think it's better. One more thing to add. I have to say, I think it's better for me. I don't think that all these phones are particularly better or worse. I just think it's either better for me or better for you. And you know, that iPhone could be perfect for you, but it's not perfect for me. Okay, so we have another question asking, what led me to a minimalistic style? When I was a kid, I just I didn't like having a lot of things. I wasn't a collector. And then I went through a period of just kind of hoarding the things I did have, and I never collected new things. And then I was messy. I went through it. I was just kind of had things everywhere. And I remember seeing some movie, and I really wish I knew it was. And this guy, he was a military guy, and he laid out his comb and his razor and his glasses, everything out. And I remember it used to stress me out, like seeing them. Like, how could somebody live with that, like, rigidity in life and thinking things need to be a certain way? And I kept thinking about that. And then I would try it, and I caught myself doing that. And I was like, oh, wait, it's actually not adding stress, it's relieving. I knew exactly where my comb is. I know exactly where everything is. It means I actually spend less time in my life knowing where everything is. With that being said, my memory is really bad. And I could go on, obviously. But it's like all about it makes me feel at ease. Gives me more time to think about other things and do other things. Also, I'm not a consumer. I mean, the older I get, the less I buy and the less I want to buy. And then whenever I do buy something, I want it to be the best. So I only want to buy one thing and I want it that's it. I want it over with so I don't have to worry about it. Like people love shopping and it makes no sense to me. I don't understand why people like style and clothing. Like I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like when I buy something, I want it to be cool, but I don't like to buy shit. Like I don't like to look cool like for the fashion of it. Like I want what I buy to be cool. It's a kind of a weird way. It's hard for me to explain, but it goes back to the thing of being like I just want to have this, and that's all. I just want what's important to me and what serves me in life. And with minimalism, it just really is a nice tool to make sure I can do it efficiently. The next question is, how do I make a living? So that's a fun one. I mean, I could make an episode on all of these. The short answer is I'm a motion graphics animator, compositor, editor, and newly colorist. And I'm working on being more in the director part, but it's in the bag that I'm working on. So that's what I do, and it pays great, and it's awesome, and I love it. It's my passion. Everything else, don't care really about. That's what I love. When did I become a minimalist? And it's been an ongoing thing. It's just a personality trait to me. It's not a category of living. It's strange to me sometimes that people call themselves minimalists. I think it's a good way of talking about your personality type, not a classification that you live in. So the next question is, how do I get the designs for tattoos? My brother is an incredible artist, the best artist I've ever seen in my entire life, and you have to check him out. He gives me most of the ideas and inspiration, and if I see other tattoos that inspire me and other art, then I just kind of take note, make a Pinterest board, and anytime I see something, I take a note and I just kind of let it just swim around my brain for a while until I feel like one was right. The next question is, what should be the first question you ask yourself before getting a tattoo? I have two trains of thoughts on this. The first one, I think, is make sure the tattoo means something to you. And I don't mean like, this is the picture of Tasmanian devil because I'm so tough and I don't, those are the worst meanings. Like, I don't care. Make sure it means something to you and that it's like a personal thing. Even if it's just like, I really like sharks, I'm going to get a shark tattoo. That's as deep as it goes. That's cool. I have a lot of tattoos like that. But the reason why I say make sure it means something to you is because if the tattoo artist doesn't do a good job, you'll still have a tattoo that means something to you. Like, imagine if you had a tattoo that didn't mean shit and the tattoo artist did a shit job, then you're just fucked, basically. So that's really my answer is make sure it's important to you in some way. The other question is, why are you getting this tattoo in the first place? Like, do you even really need a tattoo? Like, what are you doing? Like, if you're asking me, somebody on the internet, why you should be getting a tattoo, or what I think about your tattoos, like maybe you're not thinking about tattoos right. Since when was I modeling and what got me into it? It really just started with me posting a picture on my Instagram as a joke about modeling for a girlfriend at the time, and kind of took off. People liked it. Cosmopolitan reached out, blah, 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 so on. The next one is, what motivates me to do these videos? Because I want to share, because it's fun to share just my thoughts and talk. I like hearing my own voice too. That's kind of nice, like just to kind of like get out there. But really what it comes down to is making a contribution, whether it's good or bad. My voice is out there and I'm spreading what I'm thinking, and maybe other people think it too, and maybe it helps people's lives. I really just want to give back to the world, especially the internet, because that's kind of the way that this world works now. So yeah, that's it. Hard question. And that was the last question, apparently. All right, that's it. And if you guys have more questions for me to do another one of these, make sure you write it in the comments below. Don't direct message me, because I'll read it and I'll be like, oh, cool, yeah, it's a good one. But then I'll forget, like, because I'm at work or something. So make sure you write it here, and I'll get back to you in the next one. Till next time, peace.